Today we want to make an interesting meal for your baby. Remember, how you feed your baby should be the way you eat. Regular food that you eat yourself. There's no special food for baby. You're just incorporating your family meals to your baby. Remember, the first 1,000 days are critical in how the baby eats. From when you conceive to when you are breastfeeding exclusively for 6 months if possible, and then going on to feed your baby nutritious foods until the age of 2. Really key. So today we're going to have chicken. Yeah, chicken is rich in iron. It's a great protein. It's a protein that is full of nutrients in terms of it's a complete protein. Animal sources of proteins, we call them complete amino acids. So they give your baby high quality protein for their growth of bones and muscle. And we've got some rice. I mean, we eat rice a lot. Most of us will have rice 3 or 4 times a week. Rice is a great food to introduce to your baby. We've got mushroom. I'm such a fan of introducing superfoods to our babies. You know, superfoods like mushroom, like avocado, you know, like egg. Mushroom is so rich in fiber, it's rich in minerals, it's got a bit of protein, so it is such a superfood and it's delicious, isn't it? And then we've got tomato, we've got butternut, we've got onion, and we also have a bit of broccoli. So this is a super charged, nutritionally dense meal. So I'll start off with my onion, and I'll take my trusty grater. I'm just going to grate. Just want to make sure that, especially for vegetables, remember whether you are cooking for your 6-month-old or your toddler, they don't quite like seeing vegetables, so you can hide them by grating them. So I've got my onion there, not too much. You don't want it to overpower the taste of food because baby's food is not so much. I'm going to take my tomato and I'll do the same. Just going to grate it so that it's easy to mash. So I'm leaving out the skin. Tomatoes are rich in vitamin C, they're rich in vitamin A. They are great sources of fiber, you know, because they've got seeds. So that's great. So I'll put it there. All right. Then I had pre-boiled my butternut, so I don't need to grate that. So I'll take my mushroom, and I do tend to just grate it as well. Yeah, because it's just easier to be able to mash it later. Buy good quality organic mushrooms from the market. I love mushrooms. Mushroom soup is one of my favorite foods. And then I'm going to take the broccoli and cut it up into small pieces because of that small baby who might not be able to take the stalk, I tend to just cut off, just leave out, you know, just the tops. So that helps the baby be able to eat. Yeah. But as the baby grows older, like for a toddler, you can just leave the chunks bigger. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. We are ready. I'll just discard this. I'll now switch on my fire right there, and I'll start off with my onion. As usual, start off with onion. Yeah, it helps give food flavor. Really nice. And I'm using olive oil to cook for my baby. You can use olive oil, you can use coconut oil, whichever oil you like, whichever oil you use as a family. Offer it to your baby. Oils are good. They help baby's brain development. That's why breast milk has so much oil. So I'm going to start off like that. I had pre-boiled the chicken, so it's great. So I'll just basically try and just shred it with my hands. Yeah. The onion is ready. I'll add my spices, a bit of turmeric. Remember, spices add flavor to your food. A bit of cumin, a bit of ginger. Really nice. You don't have to add salt. You don't have to add salt to your baby's food. Flavor it with spices. Spices are nature's flavor. Okay. So I'll now take the chicken and add it there. The shredded chicken that I shredded. I have some chicken stock from when I boiled chicken. Ooh, great. Let me reduce the fire. Great. Add a bit of chicken stock. Smelling really nice already. Yeah. The chicken is cooked, so I'll just add now the mushroom so that it can cook. Let it simmer, adding a bit of stock. Smelling so yummy. I hope it tastes yummy. Yeah. So we just want to ensure that the food cooks well. I prefer pre-boiling chicken because, you know, chicken, it's very easy for, if it's not cooked well, for your baby to get sick, salmonella. So ensure that you cook the chicken well. So pre-boil it first. Let it cook really well before now you fry it on baby's food. Yeah, any meats, yeah, to avoid parasites and infections. So there we go. Let it simmer for a bit. I will now add our butternut that we had also pre-cooked. Butternut is yellow. It's full of carotene, vitamin A, great source of energy for your baby too. So make sure you make the baby's plate colorful. Color, the more colors, the more nutrients in that food. Yeah. Smells so good. Yeah. Remember, grating ensures that the baby is able to eat the food. The texture is easier for your baby. Yeah. There we go. I'll now add our tomato. I'm adding tomato towards the end, and our broccoli, just a little. Remember, for babies, the largest amount in a plate. Remember, for babies, energy is king. So ensure that half the plate is energy, so starches, carbohydrates, like potatoes, like rice, like butternut. All those give a lot of energy, though butternut is not a high quality carbohydrates. That's why I've added it with rice. And then we've got the quarter of it should be proteins and the other quarter should be vegetables. So that's why we ensure that energy giving foods are the bulk of the food. So there we go. Then now I'm going to take this food that I have cooked, and now it's ready. Try and overcook the rice a bit, cook it well so that it becomes a bit mushy for baby. My favorite rice for babies is short grain rice because it tends to overcook and it's easier to mash it. So I'm going to wait for this to just cook and simmer. so that everything is soft and nice. Now ready to switch it off. All right, so we now take our plate and fork, and the rice is there. So I will come and I'll take a bit of the chicken, a bit of the meat of the chicken. Then I'll come and take the rice. This is for a 6-month-old. Most times you just mix everything together. And I'll use my fork and just come here and mash. You're just ensuring that for the rice, remember your baby at 6 months can actually eat lumps. You just need to make sure that the lumps are really small. Yeah, and chicken, remember chicken really breaks up. So you're able to really break it up. It's one of the reasons I love chicken. You can use mashed potato, add it. That helps the rice bind better. So for me, I've used the butternut. This meal, you can have minced meat, you can have liver, different proteins to make it really nutritious for your baby. So mashing it well, adding it a bit of stock to ensure that it's mashing really well. And remember, it needs to pour from the plate. So if it's not, it's dropping, not yet. So I'll add a bit of stock so that it drops well from the plate. So for the 6-month-old, I'll mash it really finely, starting from one end, moving on, so that all the chicken is mashed. You've broken out a bit of the rice. And people fear rice because babies tend to gag. But did you know gagging, when they do is nature's way of teaching your baby how not to choke. Do not be afraid of gagging. The baby will gag the second time, then they realize, oh, I need to chew my food. And so if you see them gagging, don't be afraid. It is actually a good thing to teach your baby to learn how to gag. That is very protective for them. And that can only come if you offer a bit of texture in the food. If it's always too fine, they don't learn how to do that. And so that is not so safe for them. When they know how to gag, if they put a big piece of something in their mouth, they can remove it by gagging. So there we go. So for the 6-month-old, the food is nice and fine. And why I love a fork, you can carry a fork with you wherever you go. And whichever food you're eating, it's easy to mash, right? So the 6 months, that's really nice texture. They're able to eat that. And then for the baby who is about 9 months or so, we just need to make the food a bit more, mash it a bit more, just a bit, not too much. They are able to handle a bit more of the texture. So you just mash it like that in their plate, just making sure that it's a bit broken down. Yeah, like that. So they're able to eat a bit bigger chunks. And for the older child, you just give the food as it is. So there you go. Mushroom, rice, and a bit of vegetables, some butternut, and wow. Taste your baby's food, see. Does it taste good? Let me see. Oh, it's sweet. Taste the mushroom, taste a bit of the sweet, can taste the chicken. Really, really flavorful. So let me know if your baby likes this. You can modify it according to your baby's flavor, but let me know how your babies feel about this food. Yeah, thank you.